All right, hello, hello. Of course, I'm wearing the wrong shirt for my stuff to come on. Come on here, whatever. How's everybody doing tonight? I know I'm popping in here randomly, but I'm just putting some makeup on just so I can use it, get a get use out of it and whatnot. And I'll be jumping on Twitch here soon. Um, yeah. So, gonna start. Always started off with a lip balm, which is the Roto Mentholatum, the water lip balm. I actually really like this. Feels really silky, really thin, really smooth. It reminds me a lot of the Nivea drop ones, the ones you can only get in Japan. The peach one is my favorite there. Very, very similar feel. It kind of feels like a lip oil almost, but in a stick form. Anyway, to prime with skin, and if you want to check out my Project Pan video, which is already up. Obviously, it's not the best experiment in terms of getting the official weight of its stuff, but we're gonna make it work because we're gonna see if we make a dent in it. And I'm kind of following. Now I'm just following. Whatchamacallit, the how would I say? Kind of like the format from Kat and Haley. They have their own separate channels, but also come together for beauty news. But that's kind of like what I plan to do with it. Obviously, the talk of the town is the whole shenanigans with TikTok. I don't know how to feel about it, honestly, mainly because it hasn't affected me. I'm not on TikTok. So just the way I am, I kind of look from things of a historical perspective. Come in.
Question.
Answer.
Was there a power outage or anything in the
Mm-mm.
house? Okay, for some reason the downstairs lights didn't want to turn on, so I had to on the wall one here. Went over to the other one and flipped it a couple times, and then it finally turned on. So I was like,
Weird.
so either the light switch is going bad, or the connections are bad, or there was like a power outage downstairs. But everything seems to be working. So
Weird.
letting you know. Love you.
Love you too. You can fuck up. Like, I'll be on my computer for the rest of the night. It's just gonna be shitty Star Trek streaming. So anyway, so yeah, so that's a game plan for later tonight. Oh yeah, going back to the talk of the town. So TikTok, it's back. And again, I have no peculiar feelings on it. On how people are misusing the terms of censorship. It's not quite correct, but that's just me. I don't know. Things seem just. Let me put this the way. I only like conspiracy theories, as in kind of like trying to make sense of things, not actually like believing in them as thing as truth, because ultimately, like, truth needs evidence, truth needs facts. But that's just me. I know, crazy stuff, man, crazy stuff. What's been going on lately, and just the sheer coincidences, and that's all I'm really got to say, just the sheer coincidences of it all. But who am I? I'm just, I'm just minding my own business here, just chatting on what's going on, that is all. It smells like farts in here. It's not me, I swear. Oh Lord. Yeah, just interesting stuff, man. I'm just gonna put some cream eyeshadow on my eye holes over here just to prime them. But I don't know. Anyway, even since I don't have TikTok, people have been showing their kind of the message that they got as soon as it went out, and just at least what bothered me, well, I don't want to say bothered, what I found peculiar, how about that, was that on how it was giving credit to Trump when it's not even tomorrow. He becomes president tomorrow. And it's just, that's all like, and just the timeline of things and how it amounted to it also doesn't seem right on me. The I guess what I can say is that even the Senate hearing back from 2023, that on its own was very suspicious to me from the get-go. Now, were the questions asked properly and were they trying to set them up? Well, no doubt. Well, they were trying to do that for a reason. Now, were the answers from the big higher-ups from TikTok and ByteDance, if they had nothing to hide, then they would have answered those questions, yes or no?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just says you're live, so
Oh, there's no one here yet.
okay.
I accidentally didn't click it back. Now I clicked it back. There we go. There you go. Thank you, moderator.
You're welcome.
But yeah, I put at least what I was saying. I just posted a short and kind of exposing myself. And I've been purposely, as fun as it is, I've been purposely not putting or oversharing information regarding my health online. In person is a whole different story. To the point that this fucking guy's like, stop it. I already know. Stop me. And I'm like, hey. Other than myself, you're kind of helping me vouch here in front of these fucking doctors and be like, you can't be in that much pain. I'm like, but I am. But anyway. So, and what's fun, at least, that's why I hate editing on my phone, because it's like I can't add all the text boxes in inadequate places and whatnot. But that's only like a good chunk of like my experience, if I should say. Oh, my spine. Ugh. Oh man, there's this one time on Twitch while I was streaming that I was stretching and you can kind of grossly hear my back popping go brrrr, and I'm like, oh god, and then joked around. I was like, I hope that didn't went on the mic, and they're like, yeah, we heard it. I'm like, oh, sorry, oops, gross. Where's my foundation? Where's my foundation? There it is. going with the old VDL over here that I'm getting. I don't know, it's around here. We're almost done with this guy. We're almost done. Even though this has like a slight fragrance to it, I don't mind it. I think it's fine. I just might have enough time to go through the rest of the remaining episodes on Star Trek Online, which is very exciting because that means I can go ahead, at least within myself, I can go ahead and start with a new character and really focus on the specs and the other shit and builds and blah blah things that I just don't have the attention span for. But the Star Trek community over on Twitch, they're cute and wholesome as hell. I really appreciate how they really like to get involved and um, especially helping out the new streamers. No, y'all are like fucking MVPs over there. You guys are fucking awesome, and I really do appreciate that. And in the end, it still kind of all follows into the kind of love for Star Trek in general, which I like. There's already like a petition going for me to just go ahead and get on board and start watching Star Wars. We're getting there, okay? We're getting there. We're getting there. This concealer. Even though I don't really need it, to be honest, but I also kind of want to start getting rid of this shape tape because it's starting to get old. But anyway, what are y'all's like conspiracy theories and things that are like kind of popping in y'all's heads? And again, I would have to research this way more into it deeper and whatnot. But at least one thing in terms of clarification: this is not a censorship. It is not a violation of your First Amendment rights. And I am also coming from a historical perspective. I really hate the misuse of words as such. We have a dictionary for a fucking reason. You want to talk about censorship, we're talking, there's already examples of that throughout history. We have Nazi Germany, for example, when they were banning jazz music, and coincidentally, dramatic composers who just so happen to be Jewish. Mendelssohn, ring a bell, then there's Stravinsky and whatnot. And then we have, the USSR and how they were curbing and influencing the aesthetics of Russian music. Cough, cough, Shostakovich. He famously made a he has a quote when he would say he would have a ready to go suitcase right up her front door whenever because he was just on edge the entire time, right? It's like he wasn't allowed to express himself musically and had to do it in sneaky little ways. Yeah. See, that's true censorship. Taking away a platform that for once not even American owned, it's not censorship. Because you can still say and do things from what you can do on TikTok on other platforms. Now that's not necessarily stopping you. But in terms of regulation of that and how that can be proper mismanaged, I would say that's a different discussion. Anyway, but why do I know? Why do I know? This is kind of showing my age here, but I purposely did not go over to TikTok, and nor do I plan to. Only because I knew it was going to have the same Snapchat syndrome. I remember when Snapchat was getting popular and people are forcing me to get in there. Go on there, it's so much fun. And I'm like, great. Another account, another login, another something to kind of pester me. Kind of shows my age, does it? But yeah, and here's the thing, even with Snapchat, the only time I'm on it is from like a group chat from a musical that was in, and Jasper and I sending cute things among the animals to each other. That's the only way I'm on Snapchat. Other than that, I don't really follow. I mean, I'm sure I still have like my follows from Snapchat and everything, but I don't go on there to like go what's the tea. But shit be crazy. Alright. The old and crusty shade on light palette. But ultimately, and I know this is truth for a fact, Alright, what was I gonna say with this? I don't remember anymore. Oh well. Oh, that's right. One thing for sure, and this is fact, is that there's still not enough public knowledge out there on what the full entirety what's going on. It's not out there. And in terms of like what you're reading, and this is where critical thinking skills are lacking, right? And it's like, yes, even though like news outlets are not supposed to be biased, they are. And that's the thing, you're not supposed to read just one article. You're supposed to read a couple other ones, see like kind of where the stretch is, and see like what lines up and what doesn't. That's what I do. Yeah, I will read at least 2, 3, maybe 5 articles of the same topic from different like sources, and usually the ones that tend to be the most reliable is actually like small local at least channels. You know, I'm talking about at least small local papers or TV stations. That's where I've seen kind of the last little, not as much bias, and just kind of more go on the facts. And in terms of censorship, this is just an idea. Whether I follow through with it, I don't know. Depends if I can find the books. But I was thinking live stream a book read aloud on actual kind of the top banned books in the U.S. right now. There's at least 30 of them, and as sad as it is, many of these books that are banned are usually like first-hand experiences or explanations of like of what it is to grow up LGBT, or the nuances of racism and what their individuals experience with racism. I haven't read Dear Martin, and then actually that's a book that a lot of schools have banned. I remember last year, was it the year before that, one of the teachers I was working with was using that as I was using that book for their book group, and as I was trying to help the students, you know, kind of like formulate ideas and like adequate responses, Yeah, like it is a tough topic to both read and kind of decompress, but at the same time, it's important. And it's important to hear kind of and trying to see the experiences of other people have had. I think that's what I love about history. Because it's all gray, and then we all have to kind of fit all these little pieces of the puzzle, and a lot of it's not complete. Now I'm going with Luminoso and Parte. Obviously with my pen and pan video, I didn't realize it was kind of I was kind of off camera, but I remember like this was like dome of this went up to like yay high. A lot of shit comes in here, and so you definitely get your bang for your buck with it. There we go. Next for highlight now. You know what? I'll use the Sweet Peach palette because why the frick not? Alright, let's see. Go. It's finally drying out. Maybe. Oh no, it's fine. There we go. If I was my brow pencil, how would it be? What the fuck? So I guess no brows for me. Um, okay, well. Where the fuck would it go though? Oh, I found. Ugh. Well, anyway, since I don't got anybody here in the chat, how was your day, my love? Any work, T? Oh, no, I'm being ignored over there too. That's fine. I'm almost done here anyway. Oh, speaking of which, since I'm using a Marc Jacobs mascara here, if sources are right, I hear that Marc Jacobs Beauty is supposed to come out sometime this year. I'm excited for it. I missed out on his gel liners. I heard those were bomb. I was really interested on like the pastel looking ones, like the pastel blue and the lilac. But they're gel liners, which I'm kind of like iffy on. I prefer my liquid, particularly in a brush over a felt tip applicator. I just feel like it lasts longer that way and is better position over time. Lashes. These are the ones that I was wearing the last time. I remember a former co-worker at Ulta recommended eyeliner lashes. Delaney, girl, I know you're not following me here, and I haven't heard from you in the last 5 years. But thank you for the recommendations. That's actually kind of the reason why I kind of went to the I using eyeliner lashes, especially since they carry like the 3/4 size. And while that dries. I'm going to be using 2 lipsticks. Again, also part of my project pan. A Honey Love by MAC and Bobbi Brown Watermelon. Gonna do that diffused lip look. I'm not gonna lie, this used to be like my favorite nude. I go with watermelon in the center. Oh shit! There goes the cap. See what a great base Honey Love makes for like that diffuse look. Instead of using like concealer or something, why not just use a fucking lipstick? Cute, 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 cute. I like it. Oh, hey, you know what you could have brought on the way from home?
Mm.
The Burger King patty melts.
Oh, from Burger King?
Oh, yeah.
No, well.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. Dude, the mushroom Swiss one is fucking bomb. Ah, it was really fucking good. Any other tea? Other than just gonna talk to myself here and also kind of feel like I'm talking into the void because again, I just don't know enough about it. Um, but at least kind of wrapping thoughts on what has transpired over the last 48 hours. Got at least one fact during the congressional hearing, and it's a congressional hearing, not a court hearing. Two very separate things. The fact that, I mean, no surprise, but the fact that the American populace, a good chunk of them, cannot differentiate between the two. Is anyway. Um, During congressional hearing, at least the CEO said, yeah, they don't sell the data to data brokers. However, CZP is not a data broker. They're a government entity. So technically, they didn't lie. And the other thing, too, like why they were avoiding certain questions or what would be adequate questions and based on what they said within the congressional hearing, what they wanted, at least trying to hopefully push for. They were under oath, right? And if they were not careful with the said responses and whatnot, then that could lead to perjury. So, so yeah, at least the questions that were asked were set up in a particular way, but they were doing that for a reason. Two. So let's say that's two. What would be three? I mean, no duh, but TikTok has created financial dependency. Whether the way you look at it is like, yeah, I help people, lift themselves out of poverty and whatnot. But one thing that to me that comes to mind is that compared to the other platforms, it just seems a little sus when it comes to TikTok that right off the bat people can make money off of it. But at the same time, I don't know. and I hope I'm wrong with this, but my understanding with TikTok and the monetization there is that as long as your thing go viral, you can cash that in. Unlike different platforms, let's say with Twitch and YouTube, you have to meet a certain metric before you can start monetizing off your content. So that, and especially now on how people have been vocalizing, and yeah, no, like, and I feel for you. I'm not trying to say this is like haha, like fuck you, and like, you know, and your enterprises, especially for those small businesses that helped you know, uplift themselves and whatnot. Yeah, it just seems it just I don't know, something just doesn't sit right with that. Let's see. And ultimately, it leads with the money. It's not about, and again, this is not about freedom of speech, or it's not about censorship. It really isn't. It's about the money. Follow the money, and I've been saying that for quite some time. And you can like hark on me for my political affiliation. Which is, I really don't have one. I mean, sure, like I can lean Democrat or left, but ultimately, it's like I'm leaning towards humans. What's going to be best for people in the long run, not just these little quick schemes. You know, I digress. Anyway, it's gonna be a wild ride, everybody. Hang on tight. But I mean, you can even ask my own family within like the last 6 months. I've been saying it's like shit's gonna go down one way or another, and how we're gonna prepare for that. Anyway, kind of simple, cute little look for today. I know they don't like go super hard on like the products I've been using and whatnot. I do feel like I'm gonna make a video soon, since the Jumbo Sale Ultra is still going on. I tried two different types of bonding conditioners, one by Matrix and one by Biolage. I think I like the Matrix one better, and I believe that it's new in their line. Compared to the Biolage, the Matrix one is a lot thicker, while the Biolage one is actually a lot thinner, which didn't really bother me at all. Still felt like it was nourishing my hair, but I feel that the Matrix one I was able to see results fairly quick compared to the Biolage one, but it's just me. I don't know. Obviously the ends of my hair here, it's really what's remaining of my color treated hair. So it's like, yeah, it's a little damaged and whatnot, as you can tell. But when I kind of feel my natural hair, it actually feels nice and healthy, nice and soft. At least kind of the goal with my hair here. So yeah, it's long, and I've been growing it out on purpose for a couple of reasons. Longer hair just looks cooler when you're rocking out on stage. If I ever fucking get there, if I can get a band to even, I've been having such a hard time to put together. But that's kind of what I get for not trying to be the mini dictator. Because like I want everybody to have fun and play songs and other tunes that they feel comfortable with, right? But because of like me not enforcing a lot of things and not being like a leader, it, you know, groups fall apart really easy. So nah. And I do plan to make girl a little bit longer. At least I'm kind of, because that's just kind of like the cutoff of like my color treated hair. But I just wanted to go just a little bit longer before I can fully chop it off. And hopefully this or more, I'll be donating to wigs for kids. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see when we get there. But I've always hated long hair because I have so much of it, to the point, I mean, I even have an undercut, right? But I don't know, slowly growing attached to my hair now. It took so fucking long to get here. Anyway, alright, I'm gonna be jumping on Twitch. Gonna be shooting some shit over on Star Trek. Feel free to follow me there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.